Long-term care insurance is an important product because it protects us if we can't do 2 out of the 5 activities of daily living: transferring, toileting, changing, eating, cooking for ourselves, or bathing, or if we're cognitively impaired with a disease like Alzheimer's. There's 10 million long-term care policies sold in the United States over the last 30 years. It's typically a policy I see sold to grandma and grandpa. Unfortunately, some bad carriers lowballed the market. They oversold the policies. They underpriced the premiums. And these policies don't have an annual guaranteed premium. So many carriers today, those that got it wrong, are suggesting 3 things. 1, gee, Frank, people are living too long. Are you kidding? Of course we're living longer. Medical technology is advanced. That shouldn't be a surprise to big insurance. Or 2, gee whiz, Frank, we have too many bells and whistles on these policies. Look, when you chock a policy full of features, advantages, and benefits, and you sell it to senior citizens, to my grandma and your grandpa, you better honor what you sold. If it's feature-rich or it's a Cadillac-type policy, it's time at claim time to honor what you sold to seniors. So what are we seeing in long-term care today? We're seeing senior citizens get beat up with continued rate increases. And I'm not talking 10% or 20%. I'm talking 30% and 40% and 50% a year. Why? They're trying to lapse these policies, make people give them up because they know the economy's tough. Where's a senior citizen going to get a 50% increase in a premium this year, especially in light of where we've come from? How about another 50% next year? They're living on fixed income, on Social Security and Medicare. So a lot of these folks are getting forced out of the coverage that they richly paid for. They need it now because they're approaching their golden years. So what can we do to help seniors? First of all, if you get a premium rate increase and you're a senior citizen, that's the time to pick up the phone and ask for some help from your Department of Insurance. They know better than to grant a 10 or 15 or 20% premium rate increase. 2, if you're a senior that's offered non-forfeiture, non-forfeiture means that they say, hey, look, Grandma, instead of paying $1,500 next year, we know your premium is $750 this year. But if you only cut your coverage in half, you can keep the same premium. The problem with that strategy is half the benefits go away this year, half the benefits go away next year, and in the 3rd year, Grandma and Grandpa has nothing left. So be very careful about non-forfeiture provisions when you get your premium rate increase. The other thing that's really important, be a good patient. Your doctor needs to know how much difficulty you're having dressing, toileting, changing, to get in and out of the bathtub, and to transfer. Help as much as you can. Write down what your restrictions and limitations are so your doctor can chart effectively. If you're having trouble with your medications, make sure he knows what side effects are really debilitating you. And if you're cognitively impaired, make sure that they've got that documented so when the carrier gets the claim form, it's clear what you're applying for: 2 out of the 5 activities of daily living or a cognitive impairment. Sometimes the help you need is at home, and a lot of these policies prevent you from getting care by a relative. So if somebody's moved in with you, make sure that your home health care policy provides help by someone living with you, especially if they're a relative. Last, when it comes to long-term care, you make sure you fight on. They know sick people don't last long, and senior citizens don't fight hard. It's time to get the niece, the nephew, the son, the daughter to go back and get those brochures. They promised you rich, golden, independent years. And they promised that this policy was going to be like a pool that would never run out of benefits. They're hoping that you're going to give up. Don't give up. Get some free help. Get some policy analysis. Understand what your policy provides for, and let us help you. That's what we do at Darras Law. If we can't stand for Grandma and Grandpa, who can we stand for? And it's time that we get the benefits that we all richly paid for. Let's hold big insurance accountable, especially when it comes to long-term care.